Setting boundaries. 2. Your self-smart sharing. Good boundaries are important for healthy relationships, but when it comes to our online lives, we rarely think to create clear-cut borders. The most important reason to set boundaries online. According to psychologist and coach Donna Giunta, PhD, is for your safety and protection. Personally, you don't want to give out private information to the world. And professionally, you don't want to compromise your credibility and reputation, she said. So whether you're using Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or any other social media website, or just writing email, it's important to proceed thoughtfully with your time online. Here, Giunta doles out key advice on devising and defending your boundaries. 10 tips for setting boundaries online. 1. Give yourself permission. Many people think that they don't deserve to set boundaries in the first place. We think we should automatically accept anyone who wants to befriend us on Facebook or go out of our way to help a colleague of a colleague with a recommendation on LinkedIn. Give yourself the permission to set boundaries and say no, Giunta said. 2. Consider your purpose. According to Giunta, what helps when setting boundaries is thinking ahead about how you'd like to use social media. Ask yourself, what purpose does social media serve for me? Are you using Facebook to keep in touch with friends, to network professionally, or both? What would make you feel safe in terms of how many people you allow as your friends? Do you want an open or closed profile? Are you going to not put up much personal information and limit access? Remember that if you've got 800 friends on Facebook, many of whom, it's safe to say, are acquaintances, at best all 800 are privy to your personal facts, and that can be risky, Giunta said. So consider what kinds of information you want out there. 3. Set boundaries surrounding time. Let's face it, sites like Facebook can become a black hole, sucking your time into its abyss if you let them. It's easy to feel powerless. 4. Take things slow. Relationships on the internet move fast, and we're not just talking romantic relationships, but interactions of all kinds. 5. Ask for clarification. Without verbal cues, it's easy to misinterpret a person's message online, Giunta said. If you're iffy about someone's comments, simply respond and ask for clarification. You could say, "It's my understanding that this is what you meant. Is this correct? Or, is this what you meant when you said that?" 6. Be honest about your feelings. If the person's comment is loud and clear, and you're clearly upset by it, move the conversation over email or the phone depending on your relationship, Giunta said. If they say something inappropriate or hurtful, let them know how you felt about it. 7. Practice the 3 strikes you're out. Give a person 3 chances to set things right. If you've asked the person 3 times to refrain from making certain comments, or if they've crossed another boundary of yours, it's time to take some type of action that limits their contact with you, Giunta said. That might mean defriending them on Facebook, or blocking them altogether from your account, or even your email. Keep in mind that everyone has different comfort levels, Giunta said. With so many different personalities, temperaments, and cultural backgrounds, what offends one person may never give another one pause, she said. Generally, there are some clear ways of communicating where everybody would be offended, but there's a gray area. So if it's the first time someone offended you, give them the benefit of the doubt, and avoid jumping to conclusions, Giunta suggested. They might have had positive intentions, but it regrettably came across the wrong way. 9. Honor your feelings and comfort level. At the end of the day, boundaries are about how something made you feel, Giunta said, so pay attention to your own emotions and comfort level, and proceed from there. 10. Be thoughtful in your own responses. Online communication, Giunta said, our words and language tend to come across more powerfully and bluntly. When we just see the written word, it has more of an impact on us psychologically. So So when making or responding to comments, take a moment to think through what you'd like to say, and ask yourself, how might this come across? Gianta said, in general, you never want to respond in anger or in impatience. Overall, remember that your offline life isn't the only one that requires boundaries. Creating margins around your comfort level is equally as essential for your time online. In fact, it makes sense. Both make up your world just the same.